Tonight on episode 78, Milo and Ian are probably still having wet dreams about Seattle. Coops is hunting hard for that Croydon Pikachu. And I've packed the tent up and resting my ears after 96 hours of live music. I left that in your copy of the show notes, boys, so I couldn't change that one. But hey, welcome to Incensed Podcast. I've noticed I always say
yes,
it's a Pokemon GO podcast, but you always cut it out. So Incensed Podcast.
It's who we are. We are the Incensed Podcast.
Boys, it feels like I was just saying before we started recording this, I feel like an imposter. How are you doing? It's the first time I've seen you in like forever.
It is good to have you back.
Anyone would think it's been 3 weeks since we was all in the same room recording together.
On top of that needle, you know.
We were actually on the needle. We were.
I know this is going to shock you, but they are both definitely still frothing over Seattle, without a doubt.
Oh, hell yeah, we're back there next year if it's there.
Hell yes, I'm there.
Best Go Fest ever.
Seattle's probably going, right, that was a fucking nightmare having all those people here. We're closed. I can't imagine it.
No, we want London next year. Let's save a bit of money.
Never going to happen, unfortunately.
On that terrible disappointment, thanks for listening, everyone. See you next week. Ian, no, it won't, will it?
Was that an episode to coincide with the Daily Adventure Incense? Like?
Yeah.
Potentially.
11 minutes shorter, isn't it? So, no, not more than that.
Sure. It's too short. Too short.
Imagine it, Coops, you get to the point you go, right, we've recorded for 6 minutes. I reckon we've got a good 4.5 minute episode there. Cheers, boys.
Maybe we just do daily shows, just do like 15-minute shows every day.
Actually, we should... No, because you're going to give me ideas. You're going to give me... Yeah. And I forget I'm not editing. I forget. I'm like, let's do a show every day for the next 4 years. Milo's staring at me like, bro, we need another 8 tiers to fund that for me.
Yes.
I will kill you.
You can now join one of our 85 editor tiers on Patreon.
85 editor tiers. How much do you love the editors?
Gold editor group, the platinum. But just out of interest, if you do want to pay more on the Patreon and you're open to suggestions...
I can categorically say we're not going to do daily shows.
God. Anyway, Marky Boy, how are you, sir? Welcome back.
Do you know what?
From the land of festival goodness.
Are your ears still ringing?
A little bit. I was just sore, Ian. I was just sore. Sleeping on an airbed for like 4 nights. Travelling about 15, 16 hours in total up and back. And oh my God. But the music was brilliant. Those listeners want to know, it was Kendall Calling. I went to. Amazing festival. Saw Supergrass, Stereophonics.
Is that a euphemism, Supergrass?
Oh, mate. Oh, God.
I bet there was some Supergrass.
I got some stories.
So Ian's ears perk up then. He was like, someone.
There's some Supergrass in Seattle, I hear.
There he goes again.
It was an amazing festival, really good time. One of my loves, love music, full of scousers. But hey, I will divulge more into that, Coops, because it'll bring back some fond memories, I'm sure, from Liverpool.
I'm wifed up now, bro. Got to behave.
Anyway, boys, please all back together. For you people listening, and I have changed this very slightly, throw down your incenses.
Pop your incenses, champions. Let's go.
Oh, very smooth, Ian. Very smooth.
1 year later, we've updated.
We had to update it.
I did that. I was going, throw down your incenses. You know, because our shows run for an hour and 15 normally, they've listened, haven't they? They've gone, you know what? We'll give them a free B15.
And they've coloured it blue, to match the other half
1
of
hour,
our
15-minute
thumbnail.
shows. You could actually have a normal one and a daily adventure incense.
Daily what, Ian? Daily podcast, was that?
Daily adventure incense.
Daily adventure incense, right.
Pop your incenses, champions. Let's go.
Obviously, make sure you're walking, though, for that 15 minutes.
You need to be walking for the blue one. Somebody found that out, didn't they, Coops?
Yeah. Just got to keep the disclaimer. Don't be sitting in your bedroom because it'll be a waste.
For those who have any shiny luck, please share your successes with us. And we have the hashtag Shinies of the Week.
Clarify the spelling.
SHINIESOFTHEWEEK. And any other social media platforms, because we do get them all over the place now. But let's jump into the Pokemon GO goodness.
Creatures, great balls of fire.
So we're going to start with something that I can't really contribute too much of because I was in the field with no 2G, Ian. Guys, had nothing. But we had a Suian Discoveries raid day when I was away in a field.
Nice.
Fucking loving this. What did I miss? Let's talk about it.
Pulling a Coops. So what did happen? What happened with you
I'm
guys?
thinking to myself, don't fucking pass this one over to me. You're taking the piss, and I've got no idea either. I've not switched the game on since first day.
You can read the title of the section, then throw over to Ian and I. That would work. Then you've contributed, Coops.
So, as you said, Mark, obviously I know you've been away, absolutely had the best time ever. But we're now, ladies and gents, boys and girls, we're going to wrap up the Hisuian Discoveries Raid Day. So over to the Counter Bros for the wrap-up discussion. Was that good? Did I do good?
Nice one.
Thank you.
Ian, you can lead.
So yeah, the Hisuian Discoveries. So the event on Sunday was a raid day with Hisuian Bravery, which is a beautiful, beautiful bird. And of course, the shiny was released.
Even more beautiful shiny.
In true Niantic fashion, they gave you 5 free in-person raid passes. And I don't think anybody stuck to that 5. I know one person that did about 80 raids before they got the shiny.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, of course it's you.
No, it's not me.
It wasn't Milo.
No,
It wasn't
not
Milo.
me.
One of our patrons. No.
Can we guess? This is going to see
Go on,
how well I
guess.
know how well I know the patrons. Okay.
Go on.
I reckon I'm going to get this bang on. Sue, HermesNinja. Round of applause, please, for
money.
me.
But I saw a snapshot on Sue. You ended up pulling in 8 or 9 shinies, didn't you, at the end of it somehow? I did see like a screenshot where you got like loads of shinies. 80 for the first one.
She did well in the end, yeah. But
It's the
it was
classic
a long
RNG.
haul.
Fucking hell. It's a great shiny though.
It's a bit unfair, that, isn't it? Like, when you really think about it, like 80
Yeah.
raids. And it was
When you think it's a 1 in 10 for the
Yeah,
raid
and they
day.
give you 5 passes. You think, I should have a chance at getting at least one within these 3 passes because, like mine said, 1 in 10.
It's a raid day, though, isn't it? It's not a raid month. Like, I used to do like 80 raids.
It's a raid day. It's a standard 3-hour window, but obviously with global invites, it is
But what
pretty much a day.
I'm saying, people's RNG should be set up, for example, that you cannot do 80 raids in 3 hours, right? The RNG should be able to work that everybody gets one. In that, if you did like a raid every 10 minutes, I don't know. That's a bit
And I guess the
unfair.
remote
80.
raids allow you to do it as you
It's
move along the
unfair, but
timelines,
that's
don't you?
not how RNG works.
Quite.
Yeah,
Mark is
yeah.
right. So you can start raiding in Australia in the APAC region, work your way across until you actually get to your own raid day.
GG, Sue, you got one in the end. You got one.
Sue got one in the end. It was a fun raid day. I actually did 2 of the 3 hours, and in 2 hours I did 18 raids and ended up with 2 shinies. So my odds were like 1 in 9, which was about right bang on the money. I think you had a good day as well, didn't you, Milo?
Very good day. I love a raid day. I love being able to 3-hour sesh, walk around all of the gyms. We've now got more gyms.
You just
obviously,
love
dotted
Pokémon
around
Go,
with
bro.
bits and pieces. But a raid day is something special though. Like, a
Raid days
day-
are, and I would have done
raid
the
days
full
are
thing
sick.
had I felt a little bit more healthy.
Yeah, that's true. Ian had.
Fond memories of Bristol raid days. I know what you mean. You get there and do a 3-hour walk around. You do them all, aren't you, as a group? Yeah, this could be soloable though, couldn't it? From what I was sort of seeing.
Oh, it's soloable, entirely soloable. Yeah.
You have to think of it as it was a tier 3 brittle Lugia, basically.
Do you get a lot of shinies, Milo? Or...
Within my 3-hour raid day, I did 44 raids and got 6 shinies.
That's like 1 in 7,
too
is it?
bad.
1 in 7 and a
Not
bit?
too
Yeah, that's
shabby.
all right.
It was good odds. It was good odds.
Yeah,
Very
that makes
pleased.
sense.
96 shiny, which is all right. And then I raided a bit while I was editing remotely with the American peeps.
I love how it says a bit.
A bit in terms of a bit going over the top.
So I finished on 112 raids and...
Right, come on then, go to your Pokédex, go to Hisuian, go right now, tell me.
Doesn't differentiate, unfortunately, between the two forms.
So what, off the top of your head, what would you say?
Oh, I ended up doing, including the 44 I did in person. I ended up.
My game.
This is really not a flex it up situation. I wanted the hundo. Like I'm chasing the hundo. I'm like, I've got to try and go for it, and I ended up doing like 136.
Did you stop at the hundo?
I didn't get the hundo.
That's just unfortunate.
Bollocks. And then the day after, I got the Lundo in a random trade from Francesco.
The Lundo?
Yeah.
You do that a lot, bro.
Random AF. No, I'm with Ian. The raid day was awesome.
Can't beat a raid day. Even if it's a lame Pokemon, you can't beat a raid day.
And the fact this one was easy to take down as well. Like in the past, we've had raid days where you do need big groups and stuff. This one you could
Why
kind
are
of.
your panties in such a twist?
What was the necessity for that?
I've got absolutely no idea, bro.
It's called spamming the soundboard.
Do you know what? I agree with you. You know, it brings back amazing memories. This was pre-COVID, by the way. Drive to Bristol, and we'd walk around a group of 80, 100 of us doing the raid days. And I remember the ones with the beasts were the last ones I remember, sort of Suicune, Entei,
summer
and,
of 2019.
Yeah, Raichu, whatever it is. But I remember doing those. And like you said, Raichu, what is Raichu, isn't it? That was,
No, that's Pikachu's.
Raichu.
Yeah, that's
Raichu,
Raichu's
yeah.
Pikachu.
But go back to Cooper's point.
Pikachu evolves
Okay.
into
Pikachu raid day. Niantic, please.
No, don't Don't tempt them.
But it has to evolve into
Don't
Raikou.
tempt them.
Come on, Niantic, you know you want to.
Going back to Coops' point, and it's a really valid one because obviously remote passes weren't a thing then. It was all in person. You played for the 3 hours, and as the numbers dwindled, as people got the shinies and decided I've done enough now. You know, I remember getting like 3 or 4 shinies on a raid day. In a 3-hour window about that. Love raid days. If I'd been at home, I could have done six raids in person. Brilliant.
All your free passes.
I didn't need anyone to do them with me.
It kind of sounds like, from listening to the two boys, it actually sounds like this was the first time the Hisuians have actually been quite hyped. So I think it's quite cool. I know that the Sneasel, I think, was really good for Great League, or it shaped
Sneasel
up
was
the meta
released
in Great
in
League a
eggs
little
and 7
bit.
Ks for the last event.
Yeah, and then the raid day.
Overquill, I think, isn't too bad either.
Overquill's meant to be okay.
Poison dart type.
I think the Voltorb was a little bit dry.
That was the first
so I
one
think
they
this
dropped.
spiced it up a bit.
We remember that a while ago. Now, here's a Voltorb kind of community day weekend. You're like, right, okay.
So I think bought some hype.
So 7-kilometre eggs then. So I had 3 or 4 on me, and I unfortunately had a blockage of eggs in my inventory, so I'm waiting to get all the 12Ks again. I only had 2 slots. Wasn't able to open them in real time, but when I came back from festival, the 2 or 3 eggs I had on all open because I'd done all the walking over the weekend. But I just kept hatching quillfish.
That was
on
the
it.
most common hatch, which
at
is
4
obvious
eggs,
because
I
that
think.
was also
Really?
in the wild. Yeah, I got loads of quillfish.
I got nothing but Sneasel, basically.
I got
I was just getting
two
Sneasel for days.
Only 1 Growlithe. The majority of mine were the quillfish.
Interesting.
Yeah, must have hatched probably 7 or 8 of those.
Ah, right. So just out of interest, because obviously I've only seen the quillfish, and you have to do 10 raids to evolve
that's
it.
the worst.
What's the deal with the other 2
So
then?
the Sneasel
is
requires 7K
7K.
walking.
Yep.
With your buddy. I think the Growlithe, you don't have to do anything. I think it's just a straight evolve, isn't
I
it?
haven't even checked the Growlithe yet.
I think the Growlithe and the Voltorb are just simple candy evolutions.
So you can evolve all these, and these are all...
Well, the only new one of the 3 that appeared that was spawning in the wild was the quillfish, which you had to do 10 raids with it
and
as
it
your
was
freaking
everywhere.
buddy.
It was freaking everywhere.
It's fine having it everywhere, but it's like, if you're going to, why not just put the Sneasel and the Growlithe in the wild? But then I get like, if they're going to try and promote 7-kilometre eggs, and there were boosted gifts and stuff, so you could do like 1.5 times more opening, sending, and holding of gifts, and there were only 4 Pokemon in the 7-kilometre eggs, so you were kind of like, at that limited pool, you know what you're going to get. There's no shiny potential, so you just kind of go for candy or good IVs or whatever.
My question next then is, do we think that normal quillfish is going to get an evolution?
It doesn't evolve in
Does
the
it
main
evolve
series.
No,
as normal quillfish?
only the Hisuian form into Overquill.
I know, that's not true. I think it evolves into Raikou, doesn't it?
You almost had me then, man.
Yeah, that water poison electric type.
Everything evolves into
We're
Raikou.
going to get that now forevermore, isn't it? That's going to be the... But it does evolve, Mark. Grubbin or whatever that new fucker... We'll talk about that later.
Spoilers.
That bug thing is. I'm sorry. I've got 1 7K egg left then, guys.
Fingers crossed it's a Sneasel.
Yeah, fingers crossed, man.
Yeah, I heard Sneasel was good
Fingers
for...
crossed it's Raikou.
Fuck, imagine that. I was gutted to see the eggs went back to normal again. It's like, now I don't
now
want
you
7K
don't want them.
eggs.
You can get the Alolans and the Galarians or whatever it is. I wish you have my luck on the eggs, because within the first 9 eggs, I hatched a hundo Hisuian Sneasel.
Saw that. They do look nice, don't they, Hisuian?
Cool
Yeah, it is.
design.
It's a nice sprite.
Really, they've got some good designs. Yeah.
When you see the quillfish, when you see the quillfish, you look at it and go, fuck, man,
It just
that
looks like a
amazing.
goth
I just love that
quillfish,
whole
doesn't
palette
it?
with them.
Black and
Yeah,
purple.
it does actually.
It's just going through that emo phase.
Looks like Obstagoon's cousin.
Yeah.
They're all part of the same band.
Great discussion. We're going to delve into getting to know you. It's a great section, one that we enjoy doing. And do know it was about a year ago when I last asked this question. So I am reopening Room 101 again.
And now, children, it's time for Getting to Know You with the Incensed Podcast.
Any reason you're not sure what Room 101 is, it was a place where you could put something that you wanted to banish away forever. So if you wanted to put banana skins in Room 101, then it was agreed that was the one. Imagine a world with no banana skins. And when we did this last time, dog shit on footpaths and pavements won, which I think
Rightly so.
It was a great... Rightly so. We're going to come up with one each, and then we will put this on our Twitter, social media, as we record the show. And at the end of it, we'll reveal on the night which one won. No order. Who wants to... Has anyone got anything? What in the last 12 months do you want to put in Room 101? Or do you want to try the same thing again? If you feel that passionate about it, roll the dice
It's so
again.
bad just to go in twice. It's been so long. No, obviously dog shit was the winner last time, but I don't remember the other 3 competitors. So I will put cyclists who don't follow the rules of the
I think
road.
that's what you said last time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
Did you say that, Ian? Because I definitely
I'm 99%
didn't.
sure that's what you said last
Yeah,
time.
that was. Yeah.
Is it actually one of the? Oh,
You need to stop.
I can go back
playing
and
this
check,
game,
but
bruv.
I'm
Your
not.
brain's
But I'm
fried.
99% sure you said that last
it
time.
is. Yeah, I remember him saying something about cyclists.
Yeah, because you're moaning about people pulling out on you and Ealing.
Yeah.
the reason I'm doing that is because people have nearly run over me and the dog when I've been walking. Don't fucking jump red lights. I'll think of something else. Somebody else go first.
You can have the same thing.
Cyclists can still be annoying, Milo. You know.
Okay, if we're going for take 2 since it didn't go in last time.
Yeah, you do it again, but just make sure for next year it is something different. Open your mind up a bit more.
Yeah.
Be a bit more creative.
And just for reference, episode 22.
I think I can be excused.
Did I say 23?
Milo, I'll
little
start
bit.
calling you the 6-year anniversary event, bruv. I'll start calling you.
All right, mister. Jeez.
Love you, really.
Episode
22,
22.
Ian. Wow.
Over a year ago. That's mental. No, okay, I'm going to resubmit in that case the cyclists who don't follow the rules of the road.
Rule-breaking cyclists. Right.
Cyclists who follow the rules of the road and stuff, all good.
So, for my one, I'm going to put alarm clocks. Because I don't think that we should be woken up from our beauty sleep. I don't think we should have to get up to go to work in the morning. And yeah, I love sleep, so I don't think anybody should be woken up. So if I could put an alarm clock in, and that includes alarms on the phones, etc., etc.
I'm going to say other devices as well.
Yeah.
That have alarms.
Yeah, alarms on everything. Just bin them all.
No alarms.
Yeah, they should exist. Everybody should
Fire
be able
alarms.
to nap and sleep. Yeah, throw them in as
Car
well.
alarms, everything off.
Yeah.
All alarms, basically. Alarms will be going Coops or alarm clocks.
Well, no, because if you put alarms, then everyone will vote not me, because it makes no sense. Put alarm clocks.
Alarm clocks. I know what you mean. It's that like, nice. You know, that fucking wakes you up.
You
Like,
need a soothing alarm that gently wakes you up. Not the klaxon or whatever it is.
Yeah, you want the one that kind of knows. You set a range of time. If it knows you sort of, he's twitching a bit.
No, so
not like
Come on,
that.
wake up, you lazy bastard. You can do
It's
it.
funny. My missus has got that really fucking annoying one on the iPhone, and it starts off and it's like, and it starts off really quiet, and it just gets louder and louder, and it's so like, I think it's
That's
supposed
the
to
one
be
I
like. See, it's supposed to be nice and cheery, but oh my god, after the 40th time,
Oh yeah, because you
down,
snooze. You snooze your fucking alarms so much.
I'm a bad snoozer, bro. But anyway, Ian, what about yours? Cyclists?
I didn't want to repeat what was said last year. So last year's 3 that we entered into Room 101 were GBL, COVID-19, and people who leave dog poop on the floor. Now, the dog poop obviously won. And COVID-19 and GBL were a tie for second.
So no cyclists in that poll.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Milo.
So no poll, no cyclists, Coops?
No. Look at me. Can you look at me? Look at me. I've got both my hands in the air.
Yeah.
I apologise for hurling abuse. But in my defence, and I have to back Ian up here, they might all blend into one another. Someone has definitely mentioned cyclists in an episode
we
before.
have talked about cyclists 100%.
Before.
Maybe it was me bitching about it.
I got it wrong. I'm sorry. I'll give you a
It's
blow.
alright. It's alright. A blowy at Worlds is fine.
I'll give you a blowy.
Anyway, Ian, what the fuck are you picking? This is dragging on. What are you picking?
You go from a cup of coffee to a blowy.
I'm troubled with this. There's loads of things I would like to throw into Room 101, but I feel like that I didn't get a fair argument last week because 3 of you are all pineapple heads. You're all little pineapple berries. So I'm going to throw pineapple on pizza into Room 101 because I don't care what Milo says. I don't care what Coop says. I don't care what Zoe says. It's just wrong.
And I'm going to say something, Ian.
Are you on their side or are you on my side?
Episode. No, I'm on your side, my friend, because when I listened to it, I was going, pineapple on pizza? Fuck. I was going, someone's going to bat you up. And there's like, no, and Coops goes, yeah, I don't mind. But I'm like, what is going on?
And I would just like to interject that Francesco, our Italian connection, agrees with me, Milo. Pineapple should not be a thing on pizza.
Good.
Well, let's see what Mark's poll says, boy.
The Hawaiian pizza exists.
Yes, but it shouldn't. That's the problem. It shouldn't exist.
Coops and I and Zoe didn't create that. It's been around for fucking donkey's years, all right?
But I was just about to say, Francesco believes anything on pizza's sacrilege, isn't it? Margarita,
Yes,
all
that's
the
that's
way.
it.
I'm going to make you a pizza, Ian. It's going to have the new pineapple gin on it.
I'll drink pineapple gin.
No, I'm going to put it on pizza and annoy you.
Gin on pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I needed some inspiration. So I threw this out to a few of my Patreon members and a few of my people that follow on Twitter, etc., and Instagram.
Outsourcing.
And I outsourced it. And there was one that actually I'm guilty of. And I liked it. And I thought, I'm going to throw it out there. Facebook profile picture frames. I am as guilty as that. So when I had my first vaccine done.
Oh, you didn't? You wasn't one of those, was you?
I had my vaccine.
Oh, no.
No, you did. Oh.
I'm proud that the NHS gave me an injection.
Oh, guys, I love this. This looks good for me already. It could be anything, and I was.
I'm actually with HermesNinja. Sue's just said in the chat, you should have just stopped at Facebook, because let's face it, Facebook is so 15 years ago.
Brilliant. Well, this could get a bit of traction. I'd love to say it was my idea, but I can relate to it, and I'm just taking my
Mark,
picture
I think you're
frame
going to
off
win
as
this
we
one, bro.
speak.
I really think you're going to win this one.
I think you might, actually. I think you might.
I think Mark's got it.
So that is going to be the poll. It has gone out now.
We love an interactive show poll.
Let's see how that goes tonight. We're going to do the game for tonight. I love it because it's part of the fun's explaining it. Milo, let's chase some tail, buddy.
Chasing the tail, chasing the tail. Tail to chase, it's chasing the tail.
I love how I'm basically hosting this every single week.
Nice.
Nice. Because I fucked it up once.
Basically.
Fucked it up once. It's like, you can now have it for the next 20 weeks.
You will pay your penance.
Do it over and over again. But Chasing the Tail is a word association game to do with the names of Pokemon. We will go around the virtual studio that we have our podcast recorded in. Somebody will start with the name of Pokemon, and the following person, their Pokemon's name must begin with the same letter that the previous Pokemon's ended with.
Milo, perfect. Can I just throw in a little addendum?
Spice.
Zoe opened a door last week that I would like to slam firmly shut. The region of a Pokemon cannot be the name of the Pokemon.
No.
If you click on a Hisuian Voltorb, it just says Voltorb. So, with as much respect as I can give to Zoe, we love you, but we cannot use...
Yes, so you can't, if you're really struggling, suddenly throw in a Lowland Executor, a Lowland Sandshrew, Galarian Darumaka, and all of that bollocks.
Exactly.
And obviously the standard no repeats and pauses. So I think we're quite familiar with this, so we can be less lenient. The order, it'll be myself beginning, then Mark, then Coops, then Ian.
We're good.
And back to me. Are we good, boys?
We're good.
All right, straight over to Marky Boy. Your Pokemon for round 1 is Sneasel.
Eevee.
It ends in an L.
Oh, fuck.
It's like me last week.
Well, that was quick. So, what am I... Sneeze? I had Ellie in my head.
It's still in Kendall Calling, mate.
Fucking hell. Fuck.
You're all right, Mark.
Well done, Milo. I like what you did there. You did one that could be... Oh, very good. I thought, if you'd gone Hisuian Sneasel, I might have got it, mate.
We can't do that.
I'm joking.
Out of the
I'm joking.
window. But the good news is you can start round 2, mate.
My first Pokemon is Mewtwo.
Omanite.
Eevee.
Esper.
Rayquaza.
Ampharos.
Snorlax.
Xatu.
Umbreon.
Natu.
Why have you got to be such a prick for? I don't understand what your problem is. Why? Why do you have to give me a hard letter? Well, I was doing so well.
Natu double tag team got it.
Oh,
Everybody wants to win.
why does
you.
you screw us over so badly?
There's so many that end in a U, but not many that start in a U.
I know one, Coops. I know one.
I hate you, Milo. Right, Ian, your Pokemon is Sizzle.
Riolu.
Unknown.
Nidoran.
Nidoqueen.
Nidoking.
Nidorino.
Omanite.
Bro, what? Stop.
G.
You said Nidoking. King.
Did he?
It ends in a
Nidoking.
G.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I got into the whole thing of the ends.
I've got nothing to. I can't say anything. But I'm there going,
That's just unfortunate.
That was a
what's funny
complete
about that,
cock up.
Marky?
Oh my god.
Marky, Ian didn't even realise that it was G, and he said something totally
I didn't.
different.
I was
Ian.
ready to go. I was like,
We always make the same
name.
mistake. Each one of us has done the thing where we just carry on, and whoever else is not in the game goes, "That was wrong. What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Oh well done, Ian.
Thank you.
Pop this, Coops. When you don't get it, you go fucking hell, and it's like it's not even.
If you're
any
sat
doubt.
out,
It's like,
if you're
he's
out of the round, you say, "You idiots! What are you doing?"
Ian, well done, mate.
Oh, thank you. It's the first time I've won that for a while.
GG's.
GG's. Thank you.
Gee,
I got it because you're a
fucking
blithering idiot.
Did a good thing of just going around with the same freaking letter.
Yeah.
Just doing all
Nido King.
The Nidos are great.
Nidos are great to trip someone up. That's amazing.
Ian takes the dub, as Coops would say, and as Mystic 7 would say, GG's, Ian.
GG's.
Well done,
GG's,
mate.
guys.
GG.
Savage season.
So, let's jump into the news.
It's the news.
What a fucking surprise.
So, gents,
Deliberately chosen.
we have a new event.
Oh.
We have the Bug Out event returns to Pokemon Go. Now, I'm going to give you some information about the Bug Out if you want to get your pens and papers out, because this one is very exciting. From Wednesday, August the 10th at 10 a.m, your local time, till Tuesday, August 16th, the day before my birthday, at 8 p.m, your local time. So the event is basically 6 days. And we do have some Pokemon debuts. We've got Grubbin, Charjabug, and Vikavolt will make their Pokemon Go debuts. Excuse me, this is my segment.
Say the second one's name again.
I'm going to do it in a sec.
Yeah.
You can use 25 Grubbin candy to evolve Grubbin into Charabug. While, of course it says this, while you're near an active magnetic lure module, you can use 100 Grubbin candy to evolve Charjabug into Vikavolt. Damn, here was me thinking they were three completely different Pokemon, but it's just
it's just
stages.
one family.
One family. Yeah.
Yeah, potential Great League shake-up, potential meta shake-up. Bug Pokemon are a bit, depends on the move set, but they're a bit difficult
A bit
in
buggy.
GBL.
It's a bug electric like
Okay.
Joltik or wherever it's Galvantula. I don't know. We don't know moves.
Yeah, it's Charjabug, isn't it? The middle one.
Charge a bug.
But another little part here, while you're near another magnetic lure, you can evolve Vikavolt with 9 million candy to Raikou.
The first 4 stage.
Candy XL.
Nice. Yes.
I'm
Use 9,000 XL candy to do it.
coming to Chasing the Tail soon. I'm waiting for Coops to go Cha-Cha-Bug.
Charjabug. That's a dance, isn't it?
Dancing Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a little bit of a moment after this, but we've got a new Mega. It was a question marks before. It is Mega Scizor, as we sort of hinted to or predicted 1 week ago, I think it was.
1 week ago, it was last week.
It will be shiny potential from the Mega Raids, which is always cool. So it's another evolved form that can be shiny. It's a very good shiny. Bug Steel type Mega. And not to sort of toot my own horn, but do we remember episode 55?
No one does.
It was.
No.
Oh, we don't remember that episode.
No.
We remember Cyclist
No.
not being in the previous section.
Isn't that the one where we did the game that just died a death?
The game that we've never done more than once. What was it? What was it even called? You Pitch, We
You pitch,
Bitch.
we bitch.
And I suggested a bug.
Milo, you're funny as
I
fuck.
suggested
Era
a bug event.
404 event, I think it was
Yeah,
called.
where I suggested a new bug type Pokemon, Grubbin, Mega Scizor, I think it was, and what will be coming up later in the article.
I don't remember that. Sorry, so it didn't happen.
It's alright, it's episode 55. You can go back and listen.
There will be a Bugtastic collection challenge
Yay.
as part of this event. Get ready for every bug catcher's dream. Oh, a collection challenge featuring bug type Pokemon. It's not bad though. There's 15,000 XP available if you complete it. So I think that's an incentive for, well, certainly for me now,
pose.
not for you probably,
Yeah.
Ian.
Yeah, you get a pose. Been a while. Yeah.
Pose.
A beekeeper's outfit or something.
It'll be prancing, won't it, in a beekeeper's outfit? It'll
We're
be
trying to swat a wasp away.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love a bonus?
What?
Working together with other trainers, doing live, in-person, real-time raids. 3 or more people actually complete the raid in person. That will then spark like a mini spotlight for 15 minutes around that gym for 300-meter radius, and there'll be different Pokemon on different days spawning. So if you're a shiny hunter, it's good news. On August the 10th, everyone's favourite Wurmple will be spawning around gyms that have done these raids. Who doesn't love a purple Wurmple? Sorry?
With or without a party
hat?
No without a party hat. No party hats this time. Caterpie, also without the cowboy hat. Sorry, Mike. On August the 11th. Now, one I'm actually quite excited for. Spinarak on August the 12th, because I'm still yet to get that shiny. August 30th, Niantic have been sneaky bastards. And it's not often, I swear, but that's Community Day.
Mm-hmm.
So you're really not going to get the new shiny Venipede from doing this, because
Community Day hours are from 11 till 7. You obviously have the Galarian Linoon raids or whatever it is.
So effectively you have about 2 hours after the Community Day.
So if you want shiny Venipede mini spot hour, get up at 6 a.m. your local time and hit the raids.
Or stay up a little bit later after the Community Day.
Or do the late... They're sneaky with that. Really
very sneaky. You can see why they've done it. It's the new shiny, but it is very sneaky the way it's been placed.
They're rat bastards, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Kricketot the day after. Shiny potential. I'm sure everybody needs that one. The 15th is Weedle Coops. We know you love a Weedle. Get out and do a raid with a couple of friends on the 15th. And then Ladybat on August the 16th. Now, all of these Pokemon mentioned do have shinies available. So if you are hunting a specific shiny, get out there and do it. But Venipede is the one that you're either going to have to raid really early or after Community Day for.
It's just very weak, though, isn't it? It is. Oh, bug types. Bug type.
Bugger.
Bugger types.
Milo, do not protect Caterpie and Weedle and Kricketot because you're about to.
No. I'm not protecting the Pokemon. I was going to say, it's interesting to see they brought this mechanic outside of the Community Day thing that they've been doing for the last couple of months and
which
extending
is
it
good.
to
And
a
I'm going
full
to
event.
protect Spinarak because I actually do need that one.
Ian, I got 2 in Seattle I didn't need. I'll trade them to you, mate.
Yeah, but I didn't, and I will never trade for a brand new shiny. Once I've got one in the decks, that's fine, but the first one I want to get myself genuinely.
All right, moving on.
Venipede shiny is a nice shiny,
lovely, isn't it?
Brown, isn't
lovely. Like it's like a very deep sort of crimsony, dark purpley browny colour. Yeah,
brown.
Okay, we'll go brown.
It's a bit of a shitter though. It's on Com Day, isn't it? Like you said. That's kind
of... It's very clever. I can't put them down. That is clever because they want to keep it exclusive. Niantic are not stupid.
It's up to 11, isn't it? You've got then, isn't it?
They'll make you raid in the morning before Community Day.
Yeah.
And then a little bit afterwards, just to be sneaky. But event bonuses. This is no longer Ian's favourite bonus, unfortunately, because he has actually hit level 50.
It's now Mark's favourite bonus.
Now Mark's favourite bonus.
Yeah. Mark, do the soundbite for us. And go.
It's my favourite bonus.
Lovely. It's really going to be quite a good bonus, actually, for anybody chasing XP. 2 times XP for successfully catching Pokemon with either nice throws, great throws, or excellent throws. So if you're used to doing excellent throws on a Community Day, this event's pretty much just 6 days of getting XP boost.
And of course, that's any time. So if you drop a lucky egg and you're hitting those, potentially up to 4 times XP.
Maybe for the spotlight hour for Joltik that happens towards the end of the event would be quite a good one. I know it's a tiny excellent, but hey ho.
It's not like they've planned that, is it, Milo? Did you get the feeling they might have just
let's
planned
make
that?
them really hard excellent for spotlight hour so no one can capitalise on the bonus. But Smile, you might encounter a bug type Pokemon when you take a photo during the bug out event. So some random bug type's going to photobomb you
just
during
imagine
snapshots.
if they dropped Cowboy Hat Caterpie as a photo bomb.
That would be amazing.
Fucking scenes.
There are Cowboy Hat Caterpie stickers apparently, so
wouldn't it be like amazing if like it does come in the game off the back of this journey? It's been a long journey, hasn't it?
Was it ever in the anime? I don't know if it was ever in the anime though. Okay, so wild encounters for the bug out event, there are a lot. So, Coops, are you ready, man? First one, we're going to go Caterpie,
Weedle,
Ladybar,
Spinarak,
Yammer,
Wurmple.
They can all be shiny, as can Kricketot,
Venipede,
Carablast,
and finally Shelmet.
But the ones that can't be shiny are Surskit,
Joltik,
Grubbin,
and PewDiePie. Was it PewDiePie?
Milo's favourite, actually, funnily enough.
If you're incredibly lucky, you might encounter, which can all be shiny, Ian. I'll start, brother. Pineco.
My favourite, and one that Michael Staranka needs, Skorupi.
And together, after 3, 1, 2, 3,
Dwebble! Good luck, Michael. Hopefully you'll get the Skorupi during this event, mate.
Fingers crossed.
Skorupi's a decent shiny.
Beautiful shiny, isn't it? Yeah.
Not as beautiful as you, though, Mark. Not as beautiful as you.
Thank you, mate. You're lovely, you are. You're lovely when you like this, Coops. We're going to go into my favourite section. We're going to look at the raids.
One-star raids.
On a scale of 1 to 11, how much sarcasm was in that sentence?
So the following Pokemon will be appearing in raids. And also, for the first time in Pokemon GO, Genesect with a chill drive will be appearing in 5-star raids. But it can't be shiny.
Fuck's sake.
So, we're going to start with my favourite, my personal favourite, 1-star raids. Paris. Fucking Paris.
Boosted Stardust.
Okay, maybe.
No, it's not. Don't raid Paris.
Please don't raid it. I need that shiny, but I would never raid for it.
And Pineco.
Don't raid for that one either.
Think about it. It's not like it's having its own spotlight hour. Joltik.
And it can't even be shiny. Although one thing I will say, that there are newer players and people do have a free raid pass. So, but there are better things to be spending your free raid pass on.
Bruv, you can't say that, and then in a second we're going to say Mega Scizor or Genesect. You're telling them to potentially use their raid pass
it on a Joltik.
on the Paris.
On
the Paris.
I'm telling them.
Over a Mega Scizor, bro.
I'm telling them to go with their heart.
Also, I've just realised, why is Scyther not a spawn in this event? What's going on?
Good question.
Where's love for Scyther? Anyway, sorry.
As the Black Eyed Peas said, where is the love? So, 3-star raids. We'll start with the ones that can be shiny. You've got Pinsir and Shuckle.
Shuckle. Don't fuckle with the Shuckle.
Don't be fooled, you can't solo Shuckle, so just don't try it. To be fair, though, if you want to go for the non-shiny 3-star raids, hold on to your seatbelts. This is, or your brace, or whatever. These are some rare Pokemon here. Venomoth, think about that. And Fortress, is it? Fortress. Let's go Fortress. Just raid the 1-star, get the Pineco, which could be shiny, and just maybe evolve it. But hey, that's me just throwing some backward logic in there. 5-star raids, which is all the good shit's going down. We've got Genesect, and if you're like me and deleted loads of them because they were shit, and then realised, oh god, that's one of the ones that had that little change of colour on the back that I still needed, but I've got rid of all of them in error. Yeah, I did that. This is the bluey one. Is it the bluey one?
This is like the ice.
Shield Drive. This is a new one.
It hasn't been released. It's going to have Techno Blast Ice type.
And what little pixelation on the back
like
is it?
Pale
Is it
blue,
blue?
isn't it?
It's going to be blue.
Literally, Dex and done. It can't be shiny.
He's doing the sound effect for the fact that it can't be shiny, not me getting the move wrong. The move is correct. It will get
exactly.
Ice type Techno Blast.
Doesn't Genesect evolve into Raikou though?
Fucking cop.
Yeah, it does in Gen 12.
You need to collect all of the drives to make it evolve.
Just check Twitter. JB's just posted a picture of us at GoFest in Sapporo.
Has JB got us on the stream?
Oh, has he?
He's got us on the screen.
Yes.
We made it, guys. We're at GoFest Sapporo.
Have a cracking time, JB. Best of luck.
JB and anyone that's at the GoFest over in Sapporo. It's a shame. We would have loved to have been there, but obviously the world as it is, we can't be. But anyone out there, have an amazing time.
Oh, he's such a good lad. I love that photo. That's brilliant.
Yeah, looks great.
He's out there and he's with us. Oh,
not a very flattering photograph of me, but yeah, it looks good.
It is so cute, that is. We're there in spirit. Love it.
We're there in spirit.
Well, after that lovely bit, I've got then to say Mega Raids. Mega Raids, Mega Sizer. So as Milo did say.
Sizer, Sizzle, Skizzle.
Sizzle.
Oh, shit. Sorry, boys. Oh, I'm so rusty, aren't I? What is it? Sizor?
I think it's
Sizzle.
Seesaw.
That's what I say.
Seesaw.
Sizzle. Yeah.
Seesaw.
Anyway,
Seesaw.
gents, let's move on. Let's go over to the.
And it can be shiny.
And
it can be shiny.
It can be shiny.
And it's as the mega connoisseur, I just want to say it's a good one.
It is.
I approve this mega.
Let's go through field research task encounters. Now, there is a lot, actually, which is quite surprising. There's going to be a lot.
Oh,
so I'll start off with Caterpie,
Weevil.
Paris.
Venonat.
Ladybug,
Spinarak.
Yanma.
Silcoon.
Cascoon,
Nincada.
Volbeat.
Oh, fuck off. You picked the mic off of you cocks.
This wasn't even
You are
staged.
fucking cocks. Ilamise?
Ilamise.
You fuckers. Cooch, you're such a...
Cricketop,
Plant Cloak Burmy.
Sandcloak Burmy.
Trash cloak. Burmy.
Are you ready, boys, after this one? Combi,
The Superior Swaddle.
The new shiny Venipede.
No, that's not a new shiny.
Venipede's a new shiny.
It's the new shiny for this event.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I was looking at Dwebble. I was thinking that was out when I was playing the game. Sorry.
I love him.
Sorry.
Everyone's favourite, Dwebble.
Carablast,
Shelmet.
The brand new released Grubbin.
The one that ran away from Milo, Jupiter.
You're never going to live that down, mate.
To wrap this event up, Wimpod.
A few things with the research. Combi, after Seattle Go Fest, obviously now has a shiny, but it was really rare out in Seattle. So
It was hard to... Literally,
luck.
the area was so small it was spawning in.
freaking good luck getting that one. And Volbeat and Illumise are actually regionals.
They are.
Yeah, so another event to try and get them both in research in one region as shinies.
Combi, it was a rare one. I mean, I know you boys spoke a bit about it, but just very quickly humour me. Did either of you get shiny Combi?
Nope.
Was it spawning in the city?
It was, but not as much as Snorlax or anything like that. It was still quite rare.
Snorlax and Lapras were everywhere in the city.
Yeah, Combi, they definitely did the sort of hold back on the event.
It's a great one, and the female one obviously evolves. So
People did get it, though. I was hearing that people did get it, but it was rare.
People have more luck on the Saturday and Sunday than we did on the Friday.
I think they spawned more, yes.
Yeah.
I think Richard and Roldo were talking. They both got shiny combis.
Bastards.
I think Rich got the female one as well.
Lucky bastard.
Well, it's a great bug out event. I know we joke about these every year, but we do love the bug out event. It's one of Coop's favourite. Has it on his calendar. So
It's the only thing on his calendar.
my favourite segment.
Very nice. So we're not having both of them this week because actually there's only one out, and we'll reveal the poll result afterwards. We're going to go to our favourite counter, brothers.
We're back, bitches.
We are back. After a small hiatus, we're back talking about Genesect.
One of the easiest tier 5 raid bosses to take down in the world.
Absolutely. As we know, Genesect is a bug and steel type, which means it's got some weaknesses.
It's double weak to fire. That's
exactly.
all you need to know. It's double weak to fire. So
That's it, section done, shall we?
come on, we've got like our favourite
we've got
mega.
some. The favourite mega. Everybody at home join in with us. Mega
Charizard. Why?
Why?
It's basically the number one counter. You need it if you're going to try and solo Genesect.
Which is possible.
Certainly now with level 50 Mons and stuff like that, it's kind of bonkers. But some good shadows you could go for. Shadow Moltres, Shadow Entei are quite good.
And there's a lot of legendaries that are good against this as well. I mean, you've got Reshiram, you've got Heatran, the closet choice for some people. You've got Moltres. There are a lot of legendaries, good legendaries, that you can actually use against this.
You can take this down using pretty much any fire type that you so fancy.
Literally, there's no point really going in depth with this one because use a fire type, pick a fire type, Blaziken, Chandelure. It doesn't really matter. Just a solid fire type team.
You can even, for whatever reason, if you fancy a raid challenge, use Fire Blast on Mons like Groudon and Garchomp and Salamence and Mons that aren't even fire types, and you can still take down Genesect. It's just hysterically easy. And it's here for a fair while. it gets 2 raid hours.
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks, isn't it? Yeah.
2 raid hours to do this. So this hopefully will be the last time Genesect can't be shiny in the raids. And next time it will be...
Hopefully next rotation. Shinies, please.
We want the red Genesect back.
We really do.
But yeah, kill it with fire.
Fire kills most things in real life.
In
not
reality.
In Pokemon, but yeah, in reality. So use fire. Use the element.
It is soloable, isn't it, Genesect, though?
You need, you can use level 40 mons in Mega Charizard Y, Team of Reshirams or Chandelures or something good like that. Shadow Moltres, Entei, take it down with some Sunny Boost.
Take you down to Chinatown.
And it's a pity that the Counter Cousins aren't here today, otherwise they could have done a raid guide for Mega Scizor.
Fire.
Copy, paste.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Paste. We were both here a couple of weeks ago when we did our counter bros versus... I keep wanting to say hoes.
Counter hoes.
Counter bros versus counter... Oh, God.
Fucking counter hoes. So yeah, we put it out to you all and we said, come on then, yeah, who do you prefer? And the people have spoken, boys.
Is that Moscow?
They couldn't choose between us. It was a 50-50.
Oh, for real?
Oh.
It was a
vote, yeah.
dead heat.
It was a dead heat. 50% each. Amazing. So I'm not... We'll take that, won't we, Coops?
How many votes on your poll, bro?
52 people voted. 26 split. We'll take that. I thought we were going to get the floor wiped, to be fair.
Actually, I think you two were winning for most of the actual vote as well. We kind of stealthily sneaked up to tie.
Yeah, that was you. You were doing good work in Seattle, weren't you? Come on, boy, please vote for this. Please vote for that.
There's a Twitter poll you need to visit.
Yeah, we weren't giving out QR codes for that. We were giving out QR codes for voting for us.
Thank you so much. So, we've got a bit of a discussion now. I'm going to very briefly introduce it. And Kelsey, who is the community manager, is it the Americas?
Global
is it
community
Americas?
manager.
Global community manager. They've been working for the last 4 months on a project or a program, I should say. It's about community leaders. There's loads of community leaders, but they want to help them thrive. So it's what can Niantic, what can they do to help facilitate that? And and that's exciting in itself. And the one that we've probably all felt it a bit, even in communities where we've had maybe still people that turn up and that, is communities have told them or they've communicated them directly. Their local groups fell apart during the pandemic. And I would say I've seen that with some of the areas I've been in
across
that have moved
the
away.
globe. Yeah, yeah.
And they want to help them regrow. It has benefits for Niantic for that happening, but also you would argue it has benefits for local communities. So, guys, what do we think about it? For me, when I saw that, and I'm just going to shoot from the hip, thought, you know what, we need to focus on these things now because I think it probably does apply to the game. I travel down to Ealing because it's a great crack. Let's be honest. Brilliant community down there from what we see, and people travel over for it, and I love that. But the communities I've played in before have probably gone a little bit more reclusive now and probably play a lot more on their own, and it's quite sad really to see that. What could Niantic do to help you, Milo, thrive in your community then?
Well, I don't know.
8 stops.
More poker stops.
More stops at my house, please. It looks like an interesting program, to be honest. Looking over the article, it's interesting to see that also they're utilising the Sylph Roads platform and the system they've had in place for
you need to
donkey's
level up
years.
to actually become eligible to be a community leader using this, which is good because it is showing a lot of sort of commitment from people.
Yeah, I really like that they're reaching out and trusting more local communities and stuff. It's a good way to revitalise the in-person play style that, was lost during the pandemic, and everybody sort of diverted to Discords and online stuff for remote raids and things like that. And only recently they've been trying different things with the community days and certain events, group bonus play and stuff like that, and now initiating this can be a good strategy. It also means that it gives the power to the people.
Power to the people.
Exactly. But there are local communities who are run by various individuals and stuff across the world who we've seen who have thousands or maybe tens of thousands of people involved who have until now had no recognition or whatsoever of maybe their efforts. They may do giveaways and things like that within their community. Until now, it's kind of gone unnoticed. It's nice that they're taking steps to bring it to the forefront, really, I think.
So you want a bag of stickers delivered to your house, Milo?
Absolutely.
Well, this is it. Niantic will be giving community leaders that qualify for this program like stuff to give away, swag to give away, code to get free stuff at events. So there are definitely community incentives for leaders to take part in this, they're also looking, as Niantic do for everything, for a big diversity of community leaders and communities. So it's something that is very inclusive of anyone that plays the game in any community that's out there.
It feels like a win-win, doesn't it? Because, like, you know, the cynics will go, oh, well, you know, Niantic are losing revenue. Oh, you know, they've got to reach back out there, try and reignite and engage people and try and get them back on. It's always trying to get them back into a product, maybe, that people have fallen out with, which makes sense because, you know, if you ain't got that, it ain't going to carry on. So there's an incentive. We all want that to happen. But also on the other side of it, you look at it and go, well, actually, this is nothing but a good thing. We've always talked about in the past where Pokemon GO is very much a game where people would like to be involved in it in a group, but maybe not engage in a group. It's quite a big jump in from someone who's not that confident, maybe a little bit sociably awkward with people, but it brought big groups of people, never had a common thing. And the pandemic's probably done a lot of that good work where maybe they were involved in groups and playing it. You know, I speak for where I am, you know. And believe it or not, boys, I'm going to say something that's going to freak you all out. When I did the last com day, spotlight hour, and I was walking around the village, bumped into someone else playing the game.
Wow.
In your village.
So you weren't the only Pokemon GO player in the village.
It's not the only one. But it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. We might speak to each other next time we see each other.
Did you do that thing where you both look at your phones, you kind of look at each other and give a little nod to each other and carry on?
I see the power bank.
Yeah, I see the cable in your pocket.
Exactly that. But yeah, I mean, I think, you know, I'm not saying these people jump at it and go, yeah, I want to go back down big groups, but I think it's certainly, you know, people like that, don't they? And there'll be people that really are comfortable with engaging people and will be going, our community's dead now. No one plays it, actually. I can't get people to do raids anymore. And they'll be on the other side of it where they miss that and they're probably just falling out of love with the game. So they'll be going, this is a great thing.
And I think this comes right back to, obviously, 2020. People did go in on themselves mentally, physically. They stayed in the house. They didn't go out and learned a whole new style of gameplay, which is getting harder and harder to achieve now. So hopefully this will actually encourage people to go out, to go to their local park, to play community days together, to do raids together. You can see the big push that Niantic are doing. They want people to work cooperatively with each other, and I think this can only be a good thing. I can't see a downside to it.
One or two things that were picked up on social media, because it does run through the Sylph Roads community setup. It's great that they partner with the Sylph Road. We suspect something along the lines of this might come into play. And the way you have to actually set it up is you do need to have all set up, be an admin of a Sylph League community. I think we've only just started doing very recently here for the Ealing community. We've literally only done it.
And this has been a thing for years. I remember like 3, 4, 5 years ago, they used to be able to get badges on you passport for Sylph Road.
Yeah, you do.
For these events.
It's the old, if anybody remembers Trainer Tips, like old videos and stuff where you used to do the digital handshake with the codes, is you still got that as a functionality. So you can do the digital handshake with the codes and get people to register to have joined your local event, which we've set up one here in Ealing for Community Days. Dino and Starly, we had it registered as a little event, and we get the little badges for whoever registers into that community event, which is cool. But you also need to have an active community that has reached rank 4 on the community page. So this is where it's sort of like, it's very much a first step kind of thing, because people going to reach rank 4 on the Sylph League community, you have to have hosted a GBL tournament, I think, in that local community group, which obviously is somewhat of a problem if your community, like mine, doesn't really give a toss about PvP. So Kelsey said in some tweets, I think, and some articles, that it's a work in progress at the moment. They're working with the Sylph Road to try and make it a bit more maybe accessible, but yeah, you can apply. I would suggest, honestly, if you've got a local community of players and you do raid or you do community day together, go onto the Sylph League, set up a little point, maybe a local park, register it as a point of interest, set up a community, and just start registering that you're playing together on a community day. You'll get little badges and tokens, and then it's just work in progress, to be honest.
Sounds like Coops, you've got some points in the bag already, mate. You'll be at level 4 without realising. You'll fucking turn it on and go, well, I've got access to this already. All those GBL tournaments.
I think that
come to Coops' Croydon GBL community.
Yeah, I think, like, for me, obviously, the positive in this, and you know, not to reiterate your points and be that parrot like I normally am, but Ian's totally right. The fact, whether I personally think it's 3-4 years too late, it's, you know, I'm always going to say that about Niantic. It's just my opinion, and I'm always going to have that opinion. But Niantic wanting to work properly with YouTubers, with streamers, with the public, with community, I think it's amazing. I think it's a great thing. There's no, you cannot at me, there's no negative about that at all. But
I wondered what was happening there. I went, is that it?
But all they're doing is they're just glamorizing voluntary work when people fucking spend hours and hours a day as it is playing the game because everyone's addicted to it, and it's just unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. Like it's for me, the areas, I can only talk about South London because that's, I know like everybody has created their own WhatsApp, Telegram, Discords. Everybody has all of that, and they had that since 2000. When did the game come out? Like
2016.
They've had that. They've done that. And do not get me wrong. We can all agree COVID completely destroyed that. Incense completely destroyed that. Remote raids have completely destroyed that. The community feel is not the same as it was in 2018, 2019. It's just not. And it will unfortunately never, ever, ever be like that ever again. And when I say it's not the point, it's just like, for example, Jules, who I used to hang around with, who used to be a huge part of my vlogs and a huge part of my channel, bless her. What I'm saying is that she created a Telegram chat for the area that I live in, and I think it's got like 30-40 people. I go on it every week and people are still chatting, people are still this, but that doesn't need Niantic to advertise a community leader. That was me, Jules, with the help of a few others back in the day when we become good pals playing the game, and we went, no, like, we looked at Milo and Eden, we were like, no, we would like a little Shirley community in Croydon, like we'd love that. So we did that, and we did do that, and that's what happened. It just feels like, to me, it's just like, what's the point? Like, all what you're trying to do has already been done. Areas have not their leaders, but they have these leaders that aren't leaders, but do organize stuff and do raid trends, and people have friends who they've met through here, there, and everywhere, and they have duos and trios and people that they go to these go fests with, and and I just feel like it's always been like that, and it will always be like that. But my only thing that I will say, I think that this is important, and funny that Milo said that about the Silk Road and the GBL. I think having a community leader like what they're advertising for Go Battle League and for PvP tournaments, I think that's fantastic. But I think having a community leader for average normal gameplay, not being negative, it's just so unnecessary.
I think you've got some fair points there, because my takeaway from this whole thing is they're not trying to recruit new community leaders because the community's already in place. They're trying to get these people that are already doing this and investing the time in organising meetups and doing things to sign up for the ambassador program, just to emphasise these communities so that they can give a little bit more back. I think that's more what it is. I don't think they're trying to reinvent the wheel. I think they're just trying to emphasise what's already there and build up existing communities.
Swag would be nice,
exactly. I mean, everybody loves a code to get some free incubators or some free Pokeballs or a couple of free potions.
I don't know.
I think the thing is, like, Coops is right in a sense that, like, a lot of people and a lot of communities don't. People don't have the time necessarily. They don't play the game, they do the raids or whatever, and then they go home, which is fair enough. But we've seen, like, some communities go the extra mile, and I guess it's that sort of thing. It's like, if you fancy doing it, it's there and it's available.
Exactly.
And it would be, I'm quite interested personally in doing it. I wish that we got an Ealing community set up on the Sylph Road community network a bit sooner, but it's interesting to work towards and see what happens with it. But I do get what you mean, Coops, is a lot of people maybe don't have the time.
No, do you know what, bro? And Ian, Ian does make a great point, and I think for the type of person that I am, like, jokes aside, I would have been an amazing ambassador. I feel like I genuinely would have. I've been passionate. I would have been creative. I would have organised great little events and stuff. But what I'm trying to say to you is that, like I said about the glamorised voluntary work, and I don't want stickers and a cap like in my avatar. Like, I don't want that. I want for all the effort that I'm going to be putting in to do everything, whatever that, I don't know. I do like to say, because we don't know like the details yet, but what I'm saying is that, for all of that to kind of what I would already be doing anyway, to make it seem like I'm a Niantic ambassador for a jumper in the avatar. But I also understand Ian's point. There will be people out there that will love that avatar, and I've got to respect that people out there will love a sticker and a jumper avatar. I've got to respect that as well. But for me, I would want a bit more than that. But
he does have a price, Niantic. If we can get Coops back into this, he does have a price.
That's the goal.
We don't know what it is.
It's the goal.
Don't know what the price is. But speak to him, DM him, make him an offer.
My only thinking is that, we've had these Niantic focused areas, certainly a couple across the UK in various cities, for community days where they've had a pop-up tent. They've been giving away codes and pins and stuff, and we've seen that. I think it's one on the South Bank or something in London. I can't remember if it's Cabot Circus or somewhere in Bristol. I'm wondering if later down the road, when this community thing, community leader stuff is set up, that then they'll target the more successful or the bigger communities within this network to then have the Niantic tents pitch up and be there.
Give them the biggest return on it as well.
If they say like, oh, there's a lot of people who always play in this part, maybe we can make a focused event there and bring even more people to it.
All this shopping centre.
Yeah, all the shopping centres. It is very much just like in its infancy at the moment, isn't it?
So in 6 months' time, Coops will be an ambassador, Mario will be an ambassador, Ian will be an ambassador.
You'll be an ambassador.
And I'll just be on my own with the other lad who plays it in the village and will never do
Still be an ambassador.
Also, do you want to know a funny story, Mark, going off yours? This is genuine. So it's in the time that we recorded Zoe's episode last week and this week. I was on the train. I was with the missus. We was on the train. We was a bit drunk. It would have been about 11 o'clock. And we was on the train back from...
In the morning.
Yeah, Charing Cross, I think, to Dartford Way. And there was a bloke sitting in front of me. And he was playing Pokemon GO. And he was sending gifts. And I had a look through the little gap in the thingy. I had a little moment. And I said to her, listen, when he gets off the train, I'm going to tell him to listen to the podcast. And she went, no, you're not. I was like, yeah, I am. I said, yeah, I am. I said, fuck yeah, I'm going to. And he got off the phone. I tapped him. I said, excuse me. Looking like a right weirdo. I said, I see what you're playing. I said, me and my pals, we do a podcast. And he was like, oh my God, really? And he typed it in on his Spotify and he got off the train. So, hi, mate, if you're listening.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
Tell us if a strange ginger person got you to...
In a dressing gown.
In a dressing gown. Oh, good work, Coops. I'm proud of you, buddy, for doing that.
So you lot are flying the flag in Seville, Berlin, Seattle. I had to do mine, do you know what I mean, in Bexley Heath, you know what I'm saying?
At least you didn't do it in Croydon, you might have got stabbed.
Yeah.
But I love that because, like, we do joke about it. I'll quickly tell you a very funny story. On the Peter Crouch podcast, we talk about passing the pod. And that's all you're doing, just passing the pod, telling people about the podcast. Love that. So when we were camping at the festival, the group of people next to us were playing Never Have I Ever.
We've not done that for so long.
God, yeah.
Not done that, so we'll bring it back. And literally, it was so funny. So me and Lisa sat there. We spoke to them, nice group and all that. And then they were doing this Never Have I Ever, and you got some of their fucking dodgy questions, all that. And then they went, never have I ever played Pokemon GO. Fucking Lisa's ears pricked up. I was like, hold on it. And I was just listening to them talking about it, and there was 2 or 3 of them that play Pokemon GO. It was fucking brilliant.
Took a drink.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this podcast because you're secret Pokemon GO addicts, I was the bloke in the tent next to you and you didn't know who I was.
Nice.
But I did cover my head a little bit at that moment. I went, anyway. Good discussion. Really, really excited for it. Talk about things we're going to bring back. We're going to bring back, Ian, Ask the Intern.
Ask the Intern.
Okay, so
wow.
It's been a long time, hasn't it? I think you did it last time, Milo, and that was, what, a month or 2 ago? A good 2 months
Probably
ago.
more.
Maybe more. Historically, Ask the Intern, sometimes it's been serious and things that will help people. Sometimes it's just been us taking the piss. We've got one today, which is one that's a little bit more helpful to you guys that are playing Pokemon GO, depending on how you play the game. So, Temporal Monkeypox tweeted at Niantic Help and said, impossible to use daily incense and Go Plus, ! And a screenshot of him just catching 1 Pokemon, which is more than Coops caught when he dropped his. So, Niantic actually sent back some fairly constructive answers. It's brief, but it just shows that they're aware of what's happening. So it says, hi, trainer. We are aware that Pokemon attracted to the daily adventure incense caught using a Pokemon Go Plus or Pokeball Plus won't appear on your summary screen or count towards your research. So they may still catch, but they won't show in any sort of stats. Our team is investigating this, and you can follow updates here, and it shows you the link. So if you are using Go Pluses or Pokeball Pluses, you probably are still catching your daily incense Pokemon, but just be aware that they're not going to show on any of the stats that you get at the end of the 15-minute session.
Oh!
There you go. So it's short, it's succinct, but it's actually quite useful information.
Interesting.
That is, because people will be doing it and think it's just not working, won't they? Because it will come at the end.
Speaking of daily adventure incense, I just want to say I feel so sorry for Milo's mother's dog, because he blamed that poor little mutt because he lost an Articuno the other day.
You mean that little sod? If I only lost the first one.
Have you got one, Milo?
I've had 2 over the last 2 days, like running the Daily Adventure Incense. And the first one, I was like, it's a new legendary bird, and I don't know where the throw is and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll just sort of give it a go. And just as I was throwing it, and because I'm left-handed, I have the dog lead wrapped around my left hand. He yanked it, and I threw some stupid throw.
That's probably
like,
more likely to have been a catchable catch than if you'd thrown an excellent.
Well, it didn't bloody work.
Well, it doesn't for many people. I've only encountered one Articuno, none of the other two.
But I thought I had an excuse.
So have you had 2 Milo then?
And I had one yesterday and one this morning. Both Articuno.
Did you catch the one this morning?
No, both instantly broke out and run.
I've not had one appear yet, so I've had nothing spicy, but this shiny rate seems to be boosted. Not confirmed, but I'm seeing a lot of people with a shiny.
A lot of people getting shinies from this, yeah, from the incense.
I think the most you can get if you hit the ground running in a straight line for 50 minutes is 30, isn't it? Is that what they're saying? Is it 2 a minute? Is the max?
I've not seen anyone get more than 30. I've seen mid-20s, yeah. 26 is the most I've got in one session.
His boyfriend, he put a tweet out just saying, what's Pokedaxy, little shout out to our bro out there.
Wow.
Just saying, what was the most anyone had caught? I think someone done a screen grab a 27 in, so maybe one more than the 26. But I think people were saying.
I have seen people with 29 on it, I think.
It's a straight line, isn't it? You just
straight line,
Straight line it. Just go like the clappers.
Well, let's see if I can get a bloody encounter with a wild bird. It's great they've dropped them in, though, isn't it? And I think the way for the assets, because we had the
unpopular opinion.
No one knew about it, did they?
I think this is the right way. Have it super rare, super exclusive, and to get them that hard to catch, that's what a legendary should be.
I hope these stay like this. I know the Lake Trio or Lake Guardians, or the Uxie, Azelf, and
Mesprit.
When they first came out and they were in the wild and they were rare spawns, I loved that. I was like, if I never see one, I never see one. But then they threw them all in raids, didn't they?
Yeah, it was literally like a month later. So it might be something said. These might be the raid bosses for September.
Dun, dun,
possible.
Dun.
I would like to see them stay exclusive, though. Definitely would like to see them stay exclusive.
The ones you get on these incenses are going to be the only ones you can use in GBL, really, aren't they? Certainly if they're any good in Great League and that. It could be quite fruity, couldn't it? What you could do with that if it was GBL relevant. Fruity, spicy, spice pick.
Spice pick.
Cool. Well, I want to introduce a sort of, it's not a new section because we have read out some before, but like with Shinies of the Week, it does get engagement, having people regularly contacting us with their Shinies whilst they've listened. We get some great reviews on Spotify, Apple, all the platforms, and we do appreciate that. And, we have done sort of a bit of a public appeal to get 5-star scores.
You've seen it's gone back down. Someone's trolling us, bro. Someone's actually trolling us.
Mate. Fucking typical. We start talking about it and it goes bloody back again. One of the things I was sort of me and Ian were having a chat about, and I said, quite nice, talk and read out some of the reviews. We've had some lovely reviews, and I'm going to read them out now. I'm going to start with the top one. So 5-star review. Yeah, just sweet and the baguette. A joy to listen to. As someone who listens to podcasts and plays Pokemon Go, finding one that you like can be difficult. This is one that is immediately easy to get hooked on. I laughed the whole time and enjoyed how these dudes are themselves and don't try to put on an act. If you're down for people just talking about a game they love, this podcast's for you. And
that's nice.
Conman.
That's from Connor, yeah, Connor, man.
Thank you, Connor.
Thank you, Connor, definitely.
He had a great Go Fest as well.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
So, next review here. Pokemon Grand Tour. 5 stars. This has to be the best Pokemon Go podcast currently out there. Every week, I'm laughing from start to finish. Milo's rants. Coops' dating life. Masterful 27's innuendos. And Ian's optimism. But sometimes blunt. Points.
Fair play.
Make this a must listen. The general dynamic between the hosts really feels like Clarkson, Hammond, and Amp and May.
They put the ampersand, haven't they?
Well,
that's it, yeah. Which, being English, I love. You have to give this show a chance. You'll not regret it. And that was from Not That James Brown. Via
nice.
That was been on there for a while, actually, I think, hasn't it?
Oh, we've got another one here from Kels14, who said, great, 5 stars. She's put great banter, very funny. A newbie to Pokemon, but learning lots. Well, we encourage that. We like new people, and if we give you any guidance on that journey, then that's a bonus.
Counter brothers,
absolutely,
counter cousins.
Yeah. Yep,
we do it.
Counter brothers and counter cousins. But yeah, boys, lovely, aren't they? Lovely reviews there.
Always love to hear.
Nice reviews, yeah. Pity you can't get reviews on Spotify, but it's nice that the Apple system allows them.
But for real, whoever's trolling us on Spotify, can you just go can you just put us back to 5-star, please? Because we've got 170, and it was on 168.
We're at 170 now, are we?
5-star, and now it's on 174.9. So I will find you, and I will kill you.
Maybe somebody has actually marked us to a 4-star. Yeah,
someone's done a 4-star.
What is that from Taken? I will find you, and I will kill you. Is that right? Is that
a very specific set of skills.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh dear. We're going to go to everyone's favourite section. It is that time of the show. Shinies of the week.
Shinies of the week.
Okay, so lads, I'm going to go first just because mine actually isn't a shiny of the week, right? But I think you'll allow me for this. So one of our good pals of the show on Instagram, Bravo1883, he's reached out to us.
Bravo.
Yeah, he sent us a picture of actually you guys in Seattle. And I forgot to read this out last week, but we had Zoe on and stuff. And he said, meeting you guys was the highlight of my day. Listening to the podcast, I feel like I'm in the room with you all. Appreciate all the hard work you guys put into it. Hope for your continued success, my guy. He's actually put a screenshot of a Pogo Milo t-shirt that he's bought from merch, and he's put the Incense podcast merch as well. And then he put, P.S. I put the Blowies discount to good use right away.
Yes, dude. Yes, dude.
So thanks for buying the merch. And again, I know it's not a shiny, but that made me shine reading that. So that's my shiny of the week.
Nice one.
Maston has tweeted, and I think it's brilliant. He's put, now at Incense Podcast, I know it's not technically worthy of a Shinies of the Week shout out, but quite frankly, I survived. And he's had a gift sent to, or he's got a gift, greetings from East Croydon Station 1. And he's put at Coops the Casual, respect, bro. And he's put hashtag Warzone, hashtag don't make eye contact. which I think's absolutely brilliant.
I actually do have a shiny of the week. This one's from Grimmer at Incense Podcast for the first time in 77 episodes. I caught this during the outro. Maybe meeting at Ian Waterfall in at Pokemon Go Fest Seattle did the trick. Sorry, I had to read this one out. I got a mention for once. Hashtag Shinies of the Week. It is a shiny Drifloon. Nice. So well done, Grimmer.
Congrats on finally getting a Shinies of the Week while listening to the show.
Yes, indeed.
And to round out, I've got one from It's Thango. I think it's how it's pronounced. If I've butchered that, I deeply apologise. Arguably one of the best Shinies in the game. Glad to have this little Pampor in London. It's a shiny Pampor from the event just gone by, caught in London. So big congrats. Hashtag Shinies of the Week.
GG's.
GG's.
G-fucking-G's.
I love listening to Batter to our shows and hearing you guys go, GG's.
GG's.
Lovely ones there. So, that's it, boys, isn't it? We're done, aren't we?
That's another one. Done. Wrapped up.
It's done.
Coops needs to say something, doesn't he, before I start wrapping up, doesn't he? What does Coops normally say?
Is that Moscow?
Let's go straight into it.
So we went room 101, round 2. And I'm disappointed, everybody. We had 38 votes, but we certainly didn't get 38 retweets. Come on. If I say retweet it, vote and retweet it.
Come on, guys.
But we've got no ties. We've got very much 4 different placements on this one. Actually, before I reveal them, let's throw a few of the comments out there. That's always a bit of fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
So Maston put, literally voting on this while eating a ham and pineapple pizza. Hashtag one of my 5 a day. Hashtag fight me. I am Pyrus has responded with a very good gif. Is it Dumb and Dumber? Is it Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah, it looks Dumb and Dumber.
It's Dumb and Dumber, isn't it? Sue HermesNinja goes, I live near a national wildlife refuge. The spice cyclists take over every road, ride 5 strides and stop traffic dead. Yup, I pick cyclists who break the rules.
Fuck them.
Definitely. JB, alarm clocks, because I always wake up before it rings. Useless. Chaz Browder hasn't typed a message, put a gif which says pineapple cannot be anywhere near a pizza.
Agreed.
Nowhere near a pizza.
Yeah.
Pokemon Master Stefan, some new person contributing like this. I'd like to submit a write-in ballot. BMW drivers refusing to use their turn signal blinkers.
Yes. Because they don't know how to use them.
As a BMW driver, and I've never ever said that before, I use mine.
Are you in the minority?
Look at you with your little cock extension.
Never felt the need to say that. But I will agree, Stefan, they're wankers. The majority of them are wankers. Knack VGK, a few votes for alarm clocks. We all appreciate our alarm clocks because they get us going on time for a Go Fest start time. Yeah, but not during the week. That's probably where we're going with it, aren't we, Coops? And Apex has said, don't really use Facebook, so it has to be C. Instagang, gang, gang. I laugh out loud. So not on the podium after all of that. In fourth spot, with 11%, was alarm clocks.
Oh, fuck off, a lot of you.
On the podium, in third spot, with 18% of the vote, cyclists breaking the rules. In second spot, with 26% of the vote, was Facebook profile picture.
Yes!
Oh, no.
Yes!
And actually, it was an overwhelming victory, I'm going to say, because with 45% of the vote, pineapple on pizza.
Thank you, audience.
Pineapple on pizza is
Gets
being tossed
mentioned
in
on
with the
Shinies
dog
of the
shit.
week. He's fucking
Because it's
hashtag
wrong.
winning.
He's relegating right to the back of room 101 and burying under everything else. Burying under
Ian
all
is
that
literally
crap from last year.
Dribbling with rage.
It shouldn't be allowed.
So Ian's taken the triple dub on tonight's show.
Yes.
Well done. So that is it, boys. Certainly this one is done. Hopefully you enjoyed the podcast. And if you did put that rogue rating on Spotify, have a word with yourself and then do the right thing. And correct it.
And the word is
We'll
tosser.
forgive you. Yeah, we will forgive you. We are forgiving. If you haven't doing it or you're not doing it already, please hit that follow, subscribe button and also leave us, like I said, those lovely reviews. We will read more of them out. And I do think Ian's right. The Apple one is great. It's nice to hear the words behind the rating. Please follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Insta at Incense Podcast to keep updated with all the latest stuff. I didn't bother an Incense boy, so I've got nothing to report. Anything?
No, jack shit.
Jack shit. Coops.
Yeah, no, I've got nothing to report, mate. But I would actually like to say a massive thank you to our amazing Patreon members who support the podcast at patreon.com/incense podcast. It's amazing. There's no other way to say it. It really, 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 really does help us. And obviously, a huge thank you to all of our gold members. I love that gold. Go always believe.
I do as well.
Yeah. What a tune, but yeah, thank you very much to Dom the Ragnarok, Connor Lee, Kerry and Zachary, DerbyRuss, Martin2292, AgentMLI, CliffordMert, JB, TishSmith, and HermesNinja. And I want to apologise to you all because it does say that we all send gifts, but I do send mine once every 4 months. So I apologise for
I don't think it says how frequently.
Okay, fairs.
It makes a massive difference. Well, that's brilliant. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to listen. Have a great week. We will see you next week. And on that, I'm not going to say it in, because when I wrote this, I thought it was going to be a really crap episode, but I think it's turned out really well. So on that joyous bombshell, just have fun.
And enjoy GoFest, Sapporo, if you're there.
I choose you!